And then I switch over to speaker view. Everybody's got their negative cheat sheets with them?
Yes.
Good. All right.
Yes.
All yours, Nicole.
Before we start, I'm just going to say, because I'm talking about stand your ground laws, I'm just going to say SYG, so I don't have to say stand your ground the entire time.
Just say that when you do it.
Hold on. I'm spitting out my mitts from my mouth, so I'm not like blah, 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 the whole time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to say SYG so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to start. All right. Okay. My proposition is
You have to say your name.
I'm sorry. Okay. Starting again. All right. My name is Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi. Okay.
Okay.
All stand your ground laws should be abolished. Okay. So my contention is, since stand your ground laws have been added to some states, it has given people carte blanche to take the law into their own hands. I contend that with this law, we are essentially reverting back to the Wild West and have become lawless. My first contention is that SYG laws have gained notoriety and made a decade ago following the death of Trayvon Martin, and most recently with Ahmaud Arbery. SYG laws don't deter crime, but increase it. Since the law passed, 70% of the
Are you giving us a history, or is this your contention, or is this a proof, or what?
This is a proof.
Okay, then you got to tell us, because you said my contention is, and then you gave us.
I'm giving you my first proof. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to make sure you say that.
I didn't mean to say contention. I meant proof. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I put the wrong wording.
Your contention is SYG.
Right. Since it gained notoriety, right. Okay.
Has gained notoriety. Okay. And now you're
right.
proof.
With Ahmaud Arbery and Trayvon Martin, 70% of people who have claimed it have gone free since, according to Wilmer Alvarez, the study by the American College of Surgeons. Okay. My second proof, according to the Journal of Human Resources, estimates that there are 10.9% more homicides in the states that have SYG laws, and state that they do not have and the states that do not have SYG laws, they have decreased homicides by 2.3%. My third and final proof is that there are companies that offer insurance and legal aid to these involved SYG situations and specialize in legal assistance, such as the USCCA, and they have training videos that offer legal defense and give you a card with a script on the back so they can guide you on what to say after you shoot someone and essentially create a legal get out of jail free card. Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
Yay.
Okay, 1 through 3. Nicole.
3.
Yeah. 3. James.
I have a question.
Yeah. James.
Yes.
Yeah, let him do his neg and then we'll get back to it. So go ahead. You're the negative, James.
Okay. So your proposition was all, what was that? The annotation that you were saying, the stand your ground laws?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Should be abolished. And right. Your definitions were abolished, and you define stand your ground laws. Okay. For your first contention, you put that it was gaining notoriety. Okay.
Yeah, I said that they gained notoriety with the deaths of. Well, I guess I can't really respond to that, huh?
You can correct them.
Right, with the deaths of Trayvon Martin and Ahmaud Arbery. Yeah, I did see that.
Okay. For the first proof, did you only have one piece of proof, or did you have
I agree.
three different? Okay.
I had all three
Because
different ones.
during when you were saying I only heard like two.
Oh no,
like-
there was three.
You're saying like for my first proof, for my second proof, for my third proof. I only heard like one or two proofs.
Oh, in there?
And your point?
Yeah. And my point is that you did not meet your prima facie responsibility because you needed two contentions with three proofs each.
Yeah, maybe I was
And-
too wordy and not enough proof in there. Yeah, no, you got me probably. Thank you.
Okay. And that'd be
You busted
supporting the
me.
status quo, which I thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
But we're gonna rip up your proof anyways.
Oh, give it to me.
All right. So for their first three proofs, did they give us any proof?
I
It's what they
tried.
said.
That's any total, and we don't accept any total proof. For your
Thank you,
first
sir.
proof, can you repeat it or like summarize it real quick?
Yeah, I can.
Because I want to make sure I got all the points down.
The one about Trayvon Martin and Ahmaud
Yes.
Arbery was the first one.
Okay.
And 70% of the people that claim SYG laws get away with it.
Okay. So, because you've only given us only two pieces of proof or evidence, that is begging the question. And begging the question is a form of illogic.
Really one, right, Tom? Is that what you're thinking?
One.
I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to do the nonverbal cue that it wasn't
Yeah.
begging the question.
So yeah, no, I effed up this whole thing.
Oh, wait.
No, James, you
So
got
I'm
me.
good then? I keep going?
Yeah, no, James, you got me.
Okay.
I got it.
Right, yeah, it's a form of begging the question.
Yeah.
And it's a form of illogic, and we do not accept illogical proof.
Yeah,
For
no,
your
you got me.
second piece of evidence,
Yeah.
You only get that was with 10.9% more homicides,
Right.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
so that
2.3,
one
so those only two. You got me.
Yeah. It's a form of begging the question
Yes.
because limited evidence. And because of that, that's a form of illogic, and we don't accept illogical
Yes.
proof.
That's true. Okay, and so the third.
And your third proof, which one was that one again? Like I was
A
always
form
saying
of
the-
illogic.
No, your third proof. What was it?
There's specialized groups that give a bunch of legal defense, and they even have a card that tells them on the back what to say after they blow away somebody.
Okay. Again, that's another begging the question because you're giving us very limited evidence, only one piece of
Mhm.
evidence, and that's a form of illogic, and we don't accept illogical proof.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the reason I was shaking my head, James, is if there's only one or two things, even Andre knows. What's that called?
Hasty generalization.
There you
Basic
go.
Generalization.
What was
I
your
always get
question,
those
Andre?
two mixed up.
Yeah,
He pointed it out. Her parent facial. She only gave us one contention and three
Mhm.
proofs. I was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, am I wrong?
no, you were
I
correct.
addressed that.
I was
And he did say that, not prima facie, okay? You did a good job of talking about three proofs and their anecdotal nature and pointing out two things, and one thing, but they're hasty generalizations, not begging the question,
right.
okay?
Okay.
But that's because your lucky charm wasn't sitting in the passenger seat. So,
He always gave me a look. He was there. He, what is it? Supported me. I don't know. I forgot what the word was. He was just supporting me right there.
there you go. All right, Spencer, you're affirmative,
Okay.
sir.
Pull my thing up.
Don't pull your thing up.
No, it's good.
God, he grows a beard, now he wants to pull his thing up. What's up with that?
My oh boy, my affirmative thing I wrote down.
Oh,
that thing.
oh, that thing.
Hi, I'm Spencer.
Hi,
Hi,
Spencer.
Spencer.
Hi, Spencer.
Hi, Spencer.
I propose all vaccines should be mandated for everyone who can safely receive them. I define vaccines as an injection of weak viruses to boost immunity and mandate as forced compliance as every living human who can safely be vaccinated. My first contention is that vaccines have been beneficial for humanity. According to Vaccinate Your Family, a nonprofit organization.
My first proof.
My first proof.
Okay.
According to Vaccinate Your Family, a nonprofit organization designed to protect people of all ages from preventable diseases, the vaccination of children between 1994 and 2018 has prevented over 400 million illnesses, helped to avoid more than 936,000 deaths, and saved close to $2 trillion in societal costs. My second proof is from, oh shoot, I don't remember. I think this was an article called The Contribution of Vaccination to Global Health, Past, Present, and Future by Brian Greenwood. It says that vaccination has destroyed smallpox and rinderpest, polio has almost been eradicated, and measles has been successfully controlled for years, thanks to childhood vaccinations. My third proof, vaccinology, according to Past Achievements, Present Roadblocks, and Future Promises by Francis E. Andre, vaccinology has contributed to an exponential increase in life expectancy in the past 2 centuries, has claimed the title of the branch of medicine that has contributed most of the relief of human misery, and has prevented up to 20% of all deaths in several European countries in the 18th century. And my second contention is that vaccines are beneficial for children. My first proof is from United States Department of Health and Human Services. They say that vaccines can save your child's life. Diseases that kill thousands of children have been wiped out, brought close to extinction, or effectively controlled, like measles, polio, and whooping cough. My second proof, according to Stanford Children's Health, vaccines protect children from deadly diseases such as polio, tetanus, and diphtheria, and protect even children that cannot be vaccinated by decreasing the amount of the disease that's spread from child to child. My third proof, according to the Food and Drug Administration, vaccines are essential to getting children off to a healthy start. Vaccines have been so effective in the 20th and 21st centuries that parents will never see the diseases that plagued children in the past. Diseases that used to be common in children, like pertussis, rubella, and chickenpox, can now be prevented by vaccines. I'm now open to cross X.
Yay.
Yay.
1 or 2?
2.
2 is Andre. Andre, plus 5 points. Nice hat.
Okay, so your proof was you defined vaccines, you defined children and everything. So for your first proof, did they even a proof?
No, that's what they said.
It's anecdotal proof. For your first proof, does vaccines are beneficial all the time?
Yes.
Are vaccines beneficial all the time?
No,
What percent of the time are vaccines beneficial?
I'm not sure.
Are there any causes for vaccines to be beneficial?
Sure.
Because you have no ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your second proof, what was it again? Can you tell me your second proof again?
The contribution of vaccinations to global health, past, present, and future by Brian Greenwood says that vaccination has destroyed smallpox and rinderpest. Polio has been almost eradicated. Measles has been successfully controlled for years,
Okay,
thanks to childhood.
okay, I'm good, I'm good. Did they give us any proof?
That's what they said.
And do the proof? Does the benefits, does vaccines cause these benefits?
Yes.
Does it cause it all the time?
No,
What percent of the time does vaccines cause these benefits?
I have no idea.
Are there any causes for the vaccine benefits?
Yes.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I can answer the proof. For your third proof, did it give you any proof?
It's what they said.
That's the end of the proof. Are there any other causes for benefits for vaccines?
Yes.
What percent does vaccine cause benefits all the time?
No,
What percent of the time that these benefits?
I'm not sure.
Are there any other causes for vaccines benefits?
Yes.
Because you're not ruled out alternative causality, I can add to the proof. For second contention, you said that vaccines are beneficial to children.
Yes.
Did it give any proof?
That's what they said.
That's the proof. For your first proof, does vaccines to children keep them safe all the time?
No.
What percent of the time does vaccines into children keep them?
I'm not sure.
Are there any other causes for children getting vaccines?
Yes.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your second proof, did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
You have 1 minute.
And do not accept anecdotal proof. Did they give? Does children vaccines cause?
Yes.
What percent of the time does preventing
sure.
vaccines children causes?
I'm not sure.
Are there any other causes for children getting
Yes.
vaccines?
Yes.
And because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your third proof, did it give us any proof?
That's what they said.
That's anecdotal and that's anecdotal proof. Does vaccines in children cause? Does vaccine in children cause benefits? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Does it cause all the time?
No.
And it causes for benefits?
Yes.
Yay, 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 yay.
Because you have never out there any causes of benefits, it can answer your proof.
Okay, so the one thing that you needed to do was say for these 3 proofs,
For these 3 proofs.
and you would have left yourself 45 more seconds there instead of doing one for each. But looking through, like for example, they all had questions about the authority. Okay, the one that stood out at the end was he cited the Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah, FDA.
Yeah, so is the FDA an authority?
Not really, no.
No, it's a building.
It's a building, yeah.
So inappropriate authority. Okay. The first one, proof 1, contention 1. Who was the source on that one, Spence?
It was a nonprofit organization called Vaccinate Your Family.
So besides the obvious bias there, are they an authority?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah. So that would have been another quicker way to save time instead of going after the causal aspect. And it threw Spence at the beginning because they were listing vaccines that worked. You know, it's like the swine flu vaccine killed kids and old people, you know, so they're not always effective. So, I mean, so at the base, they're causal, but it's a lot easier to just go, buildings are inappropriate authorities.
I thought so.
So go with what you think.
I did. I wanted to pick the script, but yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
It's FDA, and I'm like, FDA is not real people. They're just.
It's a building.
Yeah.
James,
Yep.
you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
All
Nice
right.
hat though, Andre. Nice hat.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're brothers now.
Yep. We were brothers a long time ago.
Of course. But now it's official. It's written in stone now.
That's it. James.
All righty. Hi, my name is James.
Hi, James. How you doing? Is
Doing
that a
well.
Kingsburg
James.
jacket you got on?
My time, Tom. It is, by the way.
Yes.
My proposition is all smoking should be banned. My definitions are smoking and banned. Smoking, as in the action of or habit of inhaling or exhaling the smoke of tobacco by sucking on the ends of lit cigarettes, cigars, pipes, etc. Ban, as in legally prohibited. My first contention is smoking is harmful. For my first proof, according to Rochelle P. Walensky, the 19th director of the CDC, states that smoking causes cancer, heart disease, stroke, lung disease, diabetes, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which includes emphysema and chronic bronchiolitis. Smoking also increases the risk of tuberculosis, um, certain eye diseases, and problems of the immune system, including rheumatoid arthritis. For my second proof, according to MD Rick Alter and MD Matea Kalidas, they state that lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer death in both men and women. Smoking also increases the risk of cancer of the mouth, larynx, pharynx, esophagus, kidney, cervix, liver, bladder, pancreas, stomach, and colon/rectum. It also raises the risk of acute myeloid leukemia. For my third proof, according to Jennifer Hobben, director of the Office Science Policy and Communications at the National Institute of Drug Abuse, states that smoking is bad for your health. It harms nearly every organ of your body. Cigarette smoking causes nearly 1 in 5 deaths in the United States. It can also cause many other cancers as health problems. These include cancers, including lung and oral cancers, lung disease, such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, damage to the thickening of blood vessels, which causes high blood pressure, blood clots, and stroke, and vision problems such as cataracts and macular degeneration. For my second condition, smoking affects brain function. According to Dr. Sharif,
First proof.
my first proof, according to Dr. Sharif, a psychiatrist at Douglas Mental Health University Institute, and affiliate of Montreal Neurologic Institute, states that smokers have a thinner cerebral cortex than non-smokers. In other words, smoking was destroying the gray matter in smokers. This is important because cerebral cortex is a part of the brain that is crucial for thinking skills, including memory and learning. For my second proof, according to Nancy Hammond, an MD and ABMS board certified neurologist, states that the changes that occur in the brain as a result of this cycle creates dependence on nicotine because your brain is used to having the nicotine in your system, which then becomes an addiction that is difficult to break. The article also states that cognitive decline typically happens naturally as we get older, but with smoking, that can accelerate the process versus a non-smoker. Smokers also have an increase in dementia and conditions that can affect memory, thinking abilities, language skills, judgment, and behavior. For my third and final proof, according to Dr. Karmara, a McGill-trained general physician psychiatrist with research training in the brain imaging and genetics, states that current and ex-smokers had at age 73, many areas of thinning brain cortex than those that never smoked. Subjects that stopped smoking seem to partially recover their cataractal thickness for each year without smoking. The article also states that the apparent recovery process is slower,
Yay.
however, and incomplete.
Yay. Don't.
Almost.
Okay, 1 or 2.
1.
1 is Nicole.
All smoking should be banned. You said all smoking, and then you said it should be banned, and you defined it as, all smoking should. You said all smoking, and then should be banned. The first one was the CDC, and then you had like multiple. I was counting it, and I think it was like 6, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Was it more,
About
or
12.
was
It was about 12.
Okay, I was trying to do it. Is it an appropriate authority, because is the CDC like a?
For my authority, I put down Rochelle P. Walensky. She's a director of the CDC.
Okay, so I guess that's...
Pause.
Problem? Okay. Thank you. All right. Does smoking cause these harms?
Yes.
Yes. Does it cause these harms all the time?
No.
Okay. What percentage of the time does it cause these harms?
I don't know.
Because there is no, I guess, reasoning or answers for these causes, I cannot accept your answer. Would that be the way you would say it? No? Tom, you're looking at me like I'm not.
It's on the cheat sheet. Because you
I
haven't
know,
ruled out
I'm
alternate
trying to-
causality. I can't accept
yeah,
your
I
proof.
can, you can't
Yeah.
rule out. I was trying to think of how to word it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because he's doing such a good job. I am having a really hard time ripping it up. He did a really good job.
Just ask the 4 questions.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
have
I
2
have
minutes.
it right. I have it right here. I'm sorry. The next one you had multiple. Okay, what was your next source for the next one? I'm sorry, I tried to write it down.
MD
it-
Rick Altair and MD Matea Kalidas.
Okay, and how many?
13
13 for the next one.
for the
Okay.
second proof. Yes.
The second proof. Okay, so then that be causation also, because I really don't know how to keep ripping you up. So does smoking cause these harms?
Yes.
Does it cause harm all the time?
No.
Because what percentage does smoking cause harm?
I don't know.
Because you have not ruled out, does it cause
Alternate causality.
right. Does it cause alternate causality?
Because you haven't ruled out
If
alternate
you haven't ruled
causality.
out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof.
There you go.
Sorry about it. Okay, there
You've
we go.
got less than a minute. So
Okay.
pick it up.
And then the next one was the National Institute of something else, right?
All the
It was
sources are
Jennifer
good.
Hubben.
All the sources are good, so I'm really having a hard time. I'm sorry, James.
So just go after
And
the
then I'll
reasoning.
go to cause out, then I'm gonna go for the same thing again. Does smoking cause harm?
Yes.
Okay, what percentage of the time?
I don't know.
Okay, and does it what percentage of the time? Are there other causes for smoke harm?
Sure.
Sorry, because you haven't ruled out alternative causality. I can't accept your proof. You did a great job. I'm sorry. I really am having a hard time doing any of it. 1, you rock. Sorry about it.
So you, because the authorities are great, they're all causal. And so you just zip through the 4 causal questions, because that's what ripped up tobacco lawsuits for decades. Okay, so Joe Bob has lung cancer. Okay, does smoking cause lung cancer? Yeah. Does it cause it all the time? No. What percentage of the time? We don't know. Are there other ways to get lung cancer besides smoking? Yeah, because you haven't ruled out those other causes. Can't accept this. Okay, so that's all you bing, 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 do it for all of them. But for now, I'm going to put back on gallery view so we can take the class picture. Jacob with a K.
I was
Holy
gonna say
shit.
something. I thought you saw me.
He
No,
snuck
I
in.
didn't.
I've been here for like 20 minutes. I was like, shit, I hope he sees me.
No, well, now we can definitely enjoy our class picture. So everybody say debate sucks.
Debate
Debate's
sucks.
Everybody say you all just flunked.
You all just flunked.
Yay!
Okay, say goodbye to Nicole. Have fun at your event.
Bye.
Bye,
Hope to see you
Nicole.
there,
Nice
guys.
talking
to you.
All right,
Later.
bye.
Enjoy.
Okay, see you guys later.
All righty then. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2. We can still do it. Good. Well, I'm glad you made it there, Jacob with a K.
I'm glad I made it.
Yeah.
Because I
Me
rolled
too.
over and looked at the clock and saw 7:48 and nearly had a heart attack. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Right?
I did that typical thing this morning where it was like, oh God, I'm sleeping so well. And then I looked at the clock and it was quarter to 5. And I said, screw that. And then immediately had to pee. You know? And it's
Yeah.
like, God damn it, I could have slept if I just wouldn't have thought about how good I was sleeping.
Mhm.
But I'll live vicariously through you, Jacob with a K.
Cool.
Andre.
Yes. I'm up.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, wait. We should have Jacob with a K go first, because now that he's last, he can't do his own negative. So.
I can.
Yeah, I did such a good job, I can't rip myself up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacob with a K is going to go, and then Spencer for hire is going to do the neg, and then Andre will go, and Jacob will do that negative. Okay.
Cool.
So as was pointed out, if you get to say your contention was this, right? And they go, yeah, for these 3 proofs. So when you do the negative, do they give us any proof? And then they're all anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof. But then you just do the oof for each one. Saves you time. But go ahead and do your F, Jacob. You ready, Spence?
Yep.
Good.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jacob with a K.
Hi, Jacob with a K. How you
Hi,
doing?
Jacob with the K.
My proposition is everyone should use renewable energy. I define everyone as people ages 5 to 100 and all nations or governments of the world. And I define renewable energy as a resource of power that is not permanently exhausted upon its use. My first contention is renewable energy is beneficial. According to Askat Rati, a B.Tech in chemical engineering from the Institute of Chemical Technology in Mumbai, he states that in the United States and Europe, more than half the water drawn from nature is used for power generation. For coal and natural gas electricity generation, they both require approximately 60,000 gallons of water per milliwatt hour of electricity. A portion of the water is extracted is lost to evaporation. The rest is sent back to the environment, but some of that is contaminated with chemicals, and most of it is hot, which can kill fish and plankton and stress the ecosystem. Using sources of renewable energy would not only save millions of gallons of water each year, it would also help reduce pollution to the environment and help save wildlife. My second proof, Alex Dow, Assistant Director for Energy and Climate at the Wilderness Society, claims that renewable energy can help solve our waste problem. More specifically, he states that biomass generators consume and use organic products like vegetable oil, corn, and soybean products, and even algae to generate energy. Because of this, using biomass as an energy source can reduce the amount of waste that goes into landfills, which helps cut down on carbon emissions, environmental contamination, and all providing a source of clean energy at the same time. For my third proof, according to 2 studies by the United States of Energy Information Administration, and the Union of Concerned Scientists, if the US were to supply 10% of its electricity from renewable sources, the following would occur. There would be a $15 billion lower amount of electricity bills and natural gas bills, 91,000 new jobs would be created, and nearly twice as many as generating electricity from fossil fuels, and reductions of global warming pollution equal to taking 25 million to 32 million cars off the road. My second contention, non-renewable energy, fossil fuels are harmful. For my first proof, when fossil fuels are burned to create electricity, they react with oxygen to form nitrogen oxide, which is a dangerous greenhouse gas. The US Environmental Protection Agency states that the gas chemically reacts to produce ground level ozone, a harmful air pollutant, which can cause a variety of health problems such as coughing, throat irritation, airway inflammation, reduced lung function, and damaged lung tissue. For my second proof, 66% of the nation's sulfur dioxide, which causes acid rain, comes from electricity generation using fossil fuels. According to the American Lung Association, sulfur dioxide affects breathing, increases respiratory illness, weakens pulmonary defenses, and aggravates cardiovascular diseases. For my third proof, Nikki Springer, PhD at the Yale Center for Business and the Environment, states that particle matter is the major cause of reduced visibility, or haze, in the United States. Coal-fired power plants are the single largest source of emissions of particle pollution. Soot particles made of ash that contain heavy metals, radioactive isotopes, hydrogen carbons, sulfates, and nitrates can transport and deposit trace metals such as mercury hundreds of miles from their source. After traveling long distances, particles settle on the ground or water, which in turn can make lakes and streams acidic, change the nutrient balance in coastal waters and large river basins, deplete the nutrients in soil, damage sensitive forests and farm crops, and affect the diversity of ecosystems. I'm now open for cross-ex.
Yay.
Yay.
One or one.
I think I'll pick one.
Okay, Spencer.
Oh, okay. Your proposition was that everyone should switch to renewable energy, and you defined everyone in renewable energy. Your first contention is that switching would be beneficial. Do you have any proof for any of your proofs for this first contention?
It's what they said.
That's what they said.
It's all anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal evidence. And for your first proof, does renewable energy cause these benefits?
Yes.
Does it cause these benefits all the time?
No.
What percentage of the time?
I don't know.
Are there other causes for these benefits? Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. And for proof 2, does renewable energy cause these benefits?
Yeah.
Does it cause these benefits all the time?
No.
What percentage of the time does it cause these benefits?
I don't know.
Are there other causes for these benefits?
Yeah.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For proof 3, what was the authority on this one?
The United States Department of Energy, Energy Information Administration, and the Union of Concerned Scientists.
Okay, are they an authority?
No.
What makes them? Oh, well.
Or well, I mean, yeah. I don't know how to answer that one.
No.
Well, because they're not an authority, I cannot accept your proof. Your second contention was fossil fuels cause harm.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any proof for any of the proofs for this one?
That's what they said.
It's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal evidence. And the authority for this first proof was?
The United States Environmental Protection Agency.
Are they an authority?
Yes.
It's a building.
It's a building. With
Because they're
people in
not an authority, I cannot accept their proof. And the authority for the second proof was the American Lung Association. Are they an
Correct.
authority?
it. No, they're buildings.
Because they're not an authority, I cannot accept your proof. And for proof 3, do fossil fuels cause these harms?
Yes.
Do they cause these harms all the time?
No,
What percentage of the time do they cause these harms?
I don't know.
Are there other causes for these harms?
Shoot, yeah.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof.
Yay.
Yay,
Yay.
Spencer! You caught the.
Okay, so
authority.
if the answer to the first question on causation, analogy, or authority is no, it automatically becomes theologic, false cause, false analogy, and inappropriate authority. Okay, because what you did was you used the summation for the 3 questions for authority. Okay, so because they're not an authority, I can't accept it. No, it's an inappropriate authority. So that was the only thing that you missed out on. Otherwise, you followed through well. And I don't know why, but I left it on gallery. So if you come back and watch yourself now, you can see all 4 people staring at you. So, okay.
Cool.
Andre the Giant.
Yay. Hi, my name is Andre.
Hey,
Hi,
Andre. How you doing? Nice hat, bro.
Good. Thank you. And my affirmative is all parents should limit the number of hours allowed for video games for minors. I define video games as computer software, consoles, mobile entertainment, on or offline gaming, and minors are all kids under 18. My contention is video games promote violence. My first proof comes from Craig Anderson, PhD, the EPA.org, states that repeated media violence exposure increases aggression across the lifespan. It creates positive attitudes regarding use of aggression solutions. It creates aggressive behavior scripts and makes them cognitively acceptable and increases normal negative emotional reactions to conflict. My second proof comes from Mike Snyder, journalist, USA Today, says that international studies looked at 17,000 adolescents found that playing violent video games like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and Black Ops Modern Warfare and Battlefield led to increased physical aggression over time, such as fighting and at school, hitting up between family members, disorderly in class, and being sent to the principal's office. My third proof comes from Kian Zhang, libertpub.com, conducted an experiment resulting in violent games causing increased aggression, cognition, and aggressive behavior. Briefly, by exposing Chinese children to violent games, fueled the susceptibility of aggressive cognition and aggressive behavior. Violent video games are contagious to violent behaviors. Children learn aggressive behaviors by imitating violent role models. My second condition is video games are addictive. My first proof comes from John Brocken, an IT specialist for ARS Technica. Says the Chinese government referred to video games as opium for the mind. Video games addiction is linked to distracting young kids from sleep and from school and from doing family responsibilities. My second proof comes from Cooper Allen Smith from Addiction Center, says that signs of video games addiction includes playing a game for more than 3 hours a day, prioritizing a game over commitments, and foregoing sleep to play video games, spending more money in games despite financial hardships. My third proof comes from Rashmi Parmar, Times IG, states that internet gaming disorder is an addiction resulting in marketed stress or significant impairment in personal, family, social, and educational functions associated with to health, other concerns including physical activity, poor diet, problems with eyesight and hearing, See deprivation, aggressive behavior, and depression. Now open cross X.
Yay.
Okay.
One or one?
One.
One. Jacob with a K.
All right. Your proposition was all parents should limit the number of hours of playing video games for their children. You defined video games and everything else. Your contention was video games promote violence. Did they give us any proof for those three proofs?
That's what they
What they
said.
said.
There you go.
The movie button was freaking stuck.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proofs. For your first proof, does video games cause those harms?
Yes.
Does it cause them all the time?
I don't know.
What percentage of the time does it cause those harms?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes for them?
Possibly.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your second proof, do video games cause those harms?
Yes.
Do they cause them all the time?
I don't know.
What percentage of the time does it cause them?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes?
It could be, yeah.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For proof 3, video games cause those harms?
Yes.
Does it cause them all the time?
I don't know.
What percentage of the time does it cause them?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes for them?
Possibly, yeah.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your second contention, you said video games are addictive.
Yes.
Do you have any proof for those three proofs?
What they said.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof. For your first proof, do video games cause those harms?
I don't know. Yes.
All the time?
I don't know.
What percentage of the time does it cause them?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes?
Yes, I'm sure.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your second proof, does it cause those harms?
Yes.
All the time?
I don't know.
What percentage of the time does it cause those harms?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes for them?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof. For your third and final proof, video games cause those harms?
Yes.
Does it cause them all the time?
Probably.
What percentage of the time does it cause those harms?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes for those harms?
Yeah, PC gamers.
Yeah, true. Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept proof.
Yay.
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 Okay, just for the record, in the proof 2, the journalist for the USA Today. WTF there, Andre?
I had his name.
Yeah, here's his name. And he read a study from this group. So
He's somebody.
go to that group and find out who wrote the damn study and cite it. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, he got me
Wait.
there, though.
no, I wasn't sure. I thought one of them said like the Chinese Communist Party or something.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the second proof of contention 2. Yeah. They took a bunch of Chinese kids and forced them to do stuff, right? So that one, and in the proof 2 with this journalist dude, they talked about violent video games. And the contention is video games promote violence. And in this case, he only talked about violent video games promoting violence. So what would that be?
Taking the question.
No. Out of all of the video games, I'm only talking about violent ones. So then you have your hasty generalization. Okay, because Dr. Seuss is not going to cause kids to beat up each other. Okay. Usually, unless the quick Queen of Quincy goes out and causes them madness because their daughter watches it over and over and over. And this has happened 29 years ago, and I still remember the quick Queen of Quincy. Okay, so, all righty. So I need to make sure I'm being regular and standard for all my grading, and I'm not just frustrated and pissed off. Okay, not with you guys.
Wonder, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll know after next Tuesday what your grades are. We're A's and B's here, so I just have to see. There are people coming up on Monday that can mess the curve up. So, or the way things have been going, not mess the curve up at all. So if you want to write me after Tuesday, I can tell you what's going on. Okay. But no, I've had a ball with you guys. Jacob with a K, your attitude just keeps right there.
Appreciate that, Tom. That means a lot.
Yeah. I've liked having you in class. Spencer,
Yeah.
again, you did very well. So I'm very happy. You know, the beard came in good.
Yeah,
James,
right.
yeah, James, you just need to get your buddy back so that he can get you a little more spiritual assistance there, you know.
Yeah,
But
moral support.
yeah, and I definitely appreciate this look though, because now we know your headliner sucks, and so does your goddamn sunscreen.
Yeah. Still gotta get that fixed.
Yeah, same thing's going on in my truck. So it's like, yeah, but it's